And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down here for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll...
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Balls and fired complete. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So instead of having a first down, they'll back it up. The offensive pass interference that defenses everywhere wish would be called more often. Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to
It's a fake he wants to throw. And it works if he can get the first down. And they caught them with their drawers down as the throw and catch picks up the first down on the fake.
I love it. How about the onions of the coach? First drive coming out, set the tone. They get stopped on third down. Now you bring on the punt unit. No. I was ready. I had a fake, pulled the trigger, and got it.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing the NFL talent all over the field. And this dude...
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. You want to talk about starting the game and starting the season with a great moment? That's the way to do it.
Starting in style. What did you think about all offseason? Making big plays, scoring touchdowns, winning games? How about that? You want to build a dynasty? Do it week one. Get that dub. Get in the end zone.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Going for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Quarterback will audible. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to throw on second down. Going for it all. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Got some room to run. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37.
After watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
And back to the air on second down. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Iowa stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Iowa City. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Flushed out of the pocket. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
First and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down. First and 10 again.
Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just...
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about...
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Wolverines!
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling.
There he goes to the right. Past the 30. He's at the 10. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a first and goal. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Wide open downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Skips away from pressure. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Here's the handoff. Got some room, entered to the goal line. My, oh my, 41 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll try to power it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 of them on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. using his legs to buy some time. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown Tide!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. And the penalty will be accepted. The offense says, thank you very much. First down here for the offense. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
They're bringing heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Hit as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. Looking to scramble. He'll let it go down the right side. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Lowers those pads. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Back to the air one more time. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense. He wants to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the...
Oh, what a grab by the defense! And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Line gets set, 1st down. He's going to pass. Now improvising. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contain. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket. And put a spy on him. Put a guy in the middle of the field who's really fast that has the ability to go get that guy when he takes off in situations like this.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense. Great the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. The quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Buys a little extra time. Complete to the right. Turns it on in midfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. With the catch, it's Young. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. He's looking to throw. The sure hands, it's Young. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Getting some heat. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Quarterback now breaking the field. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked up.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He may keep that punt rush honest after completing a pass earlier. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before.
Yeah, two biggest things are you've got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Finds his man. It's Hamilton. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little 2nd half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the 2nd half so that they can win this game.
Going up top on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
Coming after it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's his fourth interception of the game. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well. And they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack him coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. The throw to the outside is complete. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. And here's the third interception of the night. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 34.
Let's go. 2 interceptions already for this linebacker. Unbelievable job understanding the passing situation, how to get in passing lanes, how to get his second pick. Dude, he's going to the sidelines, bragging to the DBs. I got way more picks than you do.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He wants to pass it on second down. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll just down it right there. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
On second down, wants to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Hamilton. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Still running at the 40. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. Guess what? This game is far from over.
Line getting set on second down. Give to the running back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Comes out throwing on first down. The quick out. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the option. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The kickoff team out there to boot it away, and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Offense getting set for first down. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. Not sure what it is, but he's going for it close to his own end zone. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Looking to pass on second down. This time he's got it. At the 45 on his way. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 35, Michigan 17.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll run it from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Wolverines want to move quickly.
This is one of the best run defenses in the entire country. They pride themselves on being the most physical unit, and you are seeing that in this game, shutting down this running back.
Strong, firm tackle. Ball's at the 26. It's third and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. To the air on first down. Feeling some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
He's going to pass on second down. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He'll get rid of it. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They get to him as he throws. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll throw it on first down. They're trying to get to it. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And I love this defense continues to get home and bring pressure. Another sack, their 3rd sack of the game. They just keep applying pressure, and it's working. Do not stop.
Pulls it in. He's off to the races. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew.
The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Okay, so the QB scrambled, went out of bounds. It counts as a sack because it's a loss on the play. You know what I did as a defensive lineman, guys? I chased him and tried to be the first one and the closest one near him. Because guess who gets the sack? Yep, that guy.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the punishment has been extended.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
He looks that one in nicely. At the 35, he's open. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. A little screen to the running back.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Quick strike complete. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting post progression.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Quarterback checking off. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Why not double the try total and go for 2? They want to throw it. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Buys a little time. He chucks one out to the right. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Got it! He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly.
Touchdown, Bama! And the beatdown has ensued.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point. Game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. He makes a catch. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Going for 6. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Number 87. Grab in the end zone.
They'll line up to go for 2. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with a stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going for it all. And it's caught inside the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Working the middle of the field and it's complete. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw. They're bringing heat. He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect?